He is the fighter of this generation. He's the best known fighter. It's a generation where there aren't that many well-known superstar boxers.
There's a reason that he's 47-0. He's been able to break down every single style that's put in front of him and bring the tempo to his tempo and basically dictate the fight.
When you talk about the greatest strength of Floyd Mayweather, first thing that comes to mind is defense. He's probably one of the best defensive fighters ever.
He's virtually impossible to hit.
You know, some people say the best defense is a good offense. Well, in his case, his best offense is his great defense.
I would say Floyd Mayweather's biggest strength would be his intelligence in the ring, and his intelligence at a fast pace. In a matter of a couple of rounds, he's pretty much got you figured out.
When you're fighting him, he can almost see what you're trying to do to him 2-3 steps ahead of you. And he has a plan A for that, then he has a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D.
Floyd can beat you 12 rounds to nothing, and you didn't even realize it because he's that good.
The one thing that Floyd Mayweather has done very well is market himself. The money, the flash, look at my lifestyle.
You know, you look at him buying cars, spending his money, and you say, oh, this guy's out of control. Well, he's not out of control. He knows exactly what he's doing, especially in a boxing sense.
He has put on this bad guy persona. It is either you love him or you hate him.
Mayweather's made no distinction between whether or not you hit that pay-per-view button because you're rooting for him or against him. The check cashes just as clearly as the end of it.
Discipline is a very underrated asset for a fighter. Floyd Mayweather has it.
Everything you see in Floyd Mayweather, you see the money, you see the cars, you see the flashy lifestyle, but his passion for boxing is the root of all that.
The average fight observer doesn't necessarily realize how much work he puts into his craft. Mayweather is not only a physical genius, but he's got an unprecedented work ethic.
He takes care of himself outside of the ring. I think a lot of times with fighters, they may have a huge fight, and then as soon as that fight's over, they let themselves go.
He's never out of shape. He takes care of his body. He trains so hard. Ask anybody.
It's nothing for Floyd Mayweather Jr. to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and call his team and hit the gym.
I think Floyd Mayweather loves boxing, and that's the reason why he's been able to last so long. Obviously, you're going to say, well, a lot of people love boxing. Very true, but he actually really lives it. He really lives in it.